Hi, welcome back to Watching Mike. Alpina is a brand founded way back in the 1880s with a deep history of movement development and manufacturing with roots at the centre of European watchmaking. It has had a lot of success with its sports watches, modelled on the characteristics and aptly named Alpina for being anti-magnetic, water-resistant, having an Inca block shock protection, and stainless steel case. As the quartz crisis hit in the 80s though, like many other smaller Swiss watch brands, it spent the next few decades languishing between life and death. Eventually though, in the 2000s, it was picked up by a relatively young upstart, Frederick Constant, which was only formed in the 1980s and focused on affordable luxury and traditional classic dress watch designs. In that respect, Alpina with its sports heritage was a good complement to fill the gap in Frederick Constant's product offerings. More recently though, Frederick Constant itself was taken over by Citizen in 2016, although by the look of things it still maintains a lot of its independence from the large Japanese conglomerate. And with that brief history lesson over, here I have to unbox today is the Alpina Startimer Pilot Big Date watch. Comes with this nice faux leather case, and the watch itself is a 44mm in diameter case with 22mm lugs and a thickness of approximately 13mm. Despite the arrangement of the subdials and the big date digits at 6 o'clock, the dial is very legible, with the graduations on all three subdials slightly different, which somewhat breaks the clutter. Also, the 3, 6, 9 and 12 o'clock hour markers look like they've been applied and erased above the rest of the dial. While the big date numerals, they occupy most of the lower half of the dial, it doesn't dominate the rest of the watch face and blends in nicely with the rest of the dial. The clicks of the pump pushes are nice and crisp, without much play. Small details like the red triangle logo in the end of the central seconds hand and the signed crown are quite a nice touch. The leaf style hands are also a bit less aggressive than other pilot watches which generally use angular sword hands. The style might be a bit polarizing as it evokes comparisons with the more well-known pilot watches such as the IWC Chronos, but then again the IWC never had a monopoly on pilot watches. An added bonus that you don't see most of the time with pilot watches is that this is a screw down crown. And this Alpine itself is rated for 100 meters water resistance. There's a closed case back, but that's to be expected of a quartz watch. But it's nicely decorated with the Alpina full mountain logo, of which the triangle is derived from. This watch also comes in the stainless steel bracelet, which is a nice polished and brushed bracelet that ends with a nice butterfly clasp and the Alpina triangle once again. It contains solid end links as well, and it's quite good on the wrist, even though normally I would prefer wearing leather straps with the pilot watches that I own. All in all, it's quite a nice effort from Alpina, and I find this brand quite underrated in the market. It has a lot of other various sport watches that are quite enticing as well in the range. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for further content.